What's good, guys? Your boy, Mr. Old School Ryder, come back at you one more again. This also the special segment of the Ryder's Book Club. It's going to be one of my new segments. Also, it's going to be another channel as well. I have a Miss Janine Hernandez online. She also is a coach, author, motivational speaker. Everything you want to be in life, she does it. What's going on, Miss Hernandez? Oh, Janine, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right, we're just going to ask you a few questions here today. We're not going to be grilling you too much. We're just going to keep this kind of fun, loving, of course. So, Janine, tell us about yourself for a moment.
About myself, first and foremost, I'm a mother to a teenage boy, so that's fun.
Uh-oh.
I'm a business owner, so I'm the owner of the Book Publishing Academy. I coach aspiring writers and authors to publish their books. I'm a motivational speaker. I have 6 books under my belt. I'm a best-selling author. And I do a little bit of everything. I just love to be in everything. I have a podcast as well, TV show as well, just like you. So yeah, I just do everything.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a lot of feathers in your hair. You just never know which one is gonna go be the big deal.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we the what you want to call it? We the jacks of all trades, but a master of none. But in your case, you're actually a master of quite a few things, actually, for what I noticed.
Well, and that's interesting you said that. I had lunch one day. This was like 6 years ago with a millionaire. And I asked him, I said, what advice would you give me? And he said that. He said, don't be the jack of all trades, but the master of none. And so I learned to focus on one thing, and that was book publishing. And then once I mastered that, I picked something else up and mastered that and then picked something else. So now I'm the master of like 10 million things.
Oh my goodness, 10 million. Okay, hey, we're gonna go with that. What you think about the intro that I put together for you?
I was unable to hear it. I saw it, but I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, you'll see it on the replay. The replay
Okay.
gang on dead, of course. You can look at it later.
I love it. That's awesome.
Later on, shoot me your email in a DM, and I'll send you a copy of the video once YouTube do what they do with the video and stuff.
Okay, cool. I will.
How long you been doing the been book publishing?
So I've been writing since I was 9 years old. And pretty much my whole life, I told my parents I'm going to grow up to be an author and I'm going to help people publish. So that's been like my story my whole life. But I started to coach one-to-one, I would say about 6 years ago. And I left corporate America about 2 years ago. So I've been doing this full time.
Oh wow, 9 years old, huh?
Since I was 9. I never talked about being a teacher or a police officer. It was always author. It was so weird.
So did your people look at you kind of funny when you say, "Hey, I want to be a book author"?
All the time. All the time. Because it's not what you normally hear kids talk about. They talk about teacher and doctor and, all the other professions. So,
Yeah, you're right about that. Policeman, firefighter. Some people dog catcher. All kind of stuff. Just even with that. But I mean, I heard that maybe like one time in my life. Hey, I want to be an author.
yeah.
Even when someone said that in class, they did look kind of funny. I'm like, oh wow. Well, I don't know about that one.
That was me.
They try to say it's not no money in books, but it's money in books.
Well,
People,
I always tell people you have to have your book, but then do more with it. Like become a speaker, create a course to go with it, or you know what I mean. So there's options for you, not just books. Have multiple streams of income.
oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I was telling some of my other people that I had on the show. I pretty much got to put my scraps together pretty much. Yeah, I've been trying to get a book put together for the longest. I know I probably got like a couple of them in me right now.
Get it started. That's the first step, is just starting.
Yeah, that is so true about that. So since you've been writing since 9 years old, were you able to keep some of your old stuff?
I've kept all of my work is published under me. I have not. I don't believe in traditional publishing. I don't want anyone to have control over my work. So
Yeah, you cutting out on me. You put yourself on mute?
no, can you hear me now?
Yes. What happened? Okay.
There was a call coming in. So I've been able to publish everything on my own. So I'm very grateful for that.
Every one of them, all right.
Yep, every one of them.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Hey, if you can go independent, that's the way to go. But if somebody got to cut your check, just try to make the best deal possible. But just
Exactly.
depends on however you want to go. I had both versions on the show. Some people was under a publishing house and some people independent.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, and I mean, I guess whatever works for you. For me, I want full control over everything I do.
All right. So, what was your first book that you wrote?
My first one is called Through My Eyes, and it is a poetry book. So I took pretty much all of the poetry that I wrote ever since I was little up until the age of like 25, and I put it in a book.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, tell us where we can find your works at.
So two places you can check on Amazon. Amazon has a couple of my books, but if you go on my website, JanineHernandez.com/shop, you'll find all my books on there.
All right. Also, you got your own website. That'll work right there. You got control of the distribution as well. Okay.
Exactly.
We like that. So, do you also have any? Do you? I know you have probably some ebooks, but also, do you have any audiobooks?
So I do have ebooks. I don't have any audiobooks, but my sixth book is coming out this October, and I'm working on an audiobook for that one.
So, are you going to do the audio work yourself, or are you going to have somebody to read the book?
I'm actually doing it myself. I've been recording it for the past 2 weeks.
Oh wow, one of my friends I had on the show. A while back, she was telling me that's a big process.
It is. You get tired. You're speaking into a microphone, and you have to speak at a certain pace, and you get tired, and you want to drink water, and it's just. I could only do about 2 hours a day, so it's taking me a while.
Yeah, you pretty much gotta make sure that it kind of flow together. And so if it kind of high on one area and low on the other end, it's just gonna you gotta start all over pretty much.
Exactly.
Wow. So tell us about the how does writing energize you? How does writing energize you?
Honestly, I love it. Like for me, on a normal basis, I write in a journal. I actually have a couple of journals, so I write down my thoughts, like what I did during the day, or just different things that I'm going through. And then I also have a gratitude journal where I write things that I'm grateful for. So for me, writing has always been a part of my life. I pretty much have journaled every single day of my entire life,
Oh
and
wow.
it just I don't know. It makes me feel really good to be able to put my thoughts on paper. And it feels even better to see a book in a bookstore.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like. I mean, of course. I mean, I like books like everybody else, but it's pretty much one of my passions that I like. I'm a car guy myself, but sometimes I just want to pick up and read something. Sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember back when I was in school. Of course, we didn't have a lot of money to do like extra stuff. It kind of like make me mad sometimes when the book fairs come around. I want to buy some stuff, and I just couldn't buy no stuff. No, that's pretty much one of my motivations for the show, and also hopefully one day I can put on some type of event. I can invite like a few authors that I might know, and I can put on a little like a book fair or whatnot.
That would be cool. Definitely keep me in mind.
I will keep you in mind as well. So tell us about your show that you have right now, your shows.
So I do have a podcast. It's called the Janine Hernandez Experience, and it's seasons based. So I've done 2 seasons. My third one will more than likely launch this fall. And then I also do the Janine Hernandez TV show, similar to this show. I
Hmm.
interview authors and their books, and I just give them more exposure. That one is also season based. I kind of had to put it on hold for the summer because I have a lot of projects.
Oh Lord, oh no,
Hmm.
oh yeah. This particular the Ryder's big book club is pretty much going to be one of my new ventures that I'm launching. Actually, today, you might. I had other guests on my other show, but it's pretty much going to be something totally different on my end. So it's going to be quite a bit of work on my end, of course.
It's a lot of work, so congratulations, and then my hats off to you because it is a lot of work.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're not going to keep you on here forever and stuff like that, but we're going to ask some other questions, of course. But so what are the common traps for inspiring writers sometimes?
What are the common what?
Traps.
What do you mean? Traps.
When people get writer's block, pretty much.
Oh, that it's normal, and sometimes I think that it's something way deeper than just a writer's block. I always tell people, like, let's really talk about it. What is holding you back from writing right now? Usually, they're thinking about something else, or they don't think that they're a good writer. Usually, it's like fear based. So I try to like
Hmm.
dig deeper on like, why are you not writing right now? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people use the excuse, I just can't write, and it's like, no, let's talk about it. Let's have a Dr. Phil moment.
Hmm. Oh no. Yeah, put them on a hot seat. What you have going on? Can we resolve this?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is pretty good. That's a great answer right there. I like that.
Hmm.
So for what you just said a few moments ago, you was telling me you write pretty much every day.
Hmm. Every
Pretty
day.
much you don't get writer's block. It's just a repetition. It's just like drinking water, brushing your teeth. You got to put something down every day.
Every day I have to get my thoughts out. That's just how I express myself.
So I'm sure. Hopefully, you have a movie of your life coming up one of these days. Hopefully,
We'll see. I mean, I thought about a documentary. That would be pretty cool.
I know you have some interesting stories behind you,
I do.
and I know some stuff you go to just take to the grave with you. Of course, at least give us something.
Oh, I put some really good stuff in my book, so you may have to check them out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Okay. Also, a website is gonna be. Tell us your website one more time so they can go buy some books.
It's JanineHernandez.com/shop.
And also, what else can we find you at, like social media wise?
So my social media, the best way is Instagram. I'm Janine Hernandez underscore. That's like the best way to reach me. I'm always on there.
All right, don't no creeps in the DM, of course, guys. Cut it out. Leave it alone.
Exactly.
We'll get to that in a little bit later on. So tell us about the coaching that you have.
So the coaching that I do is with the Book Publishing Academy. So I coach aspiring authors on how to write, publish, and launch their books in a bi-weekly group setting.
Oh, you muted.
You didn't hear what I said?
You said something, then you cut out.
Oh, so I coach aspiring authors on how to write, publish, and launch their books through my academy.
All right. Is that through your website as well? Is that going through your link tree?
If you go through my link tree, you can set up a call with me if you're interested in publishing a book, and I can schedule a call with you and talk more.
All right. She can get you through the whole process.
Yes.
This will work out. Wow. So, also, what is your favorite book that you wrote?
My favorite would have to be the one that I'm on that I just finished writing. It's called The Light in Times of Darkness, and it comes out October 15th.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, I heard somebody in the background. You good? Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, wow, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have it come out.
So, can you tell us a little? Don't tell us a whole lot, but tell us a little bit about that particular book.
The book is set up in two different formats, and so it's the light and the darkness. So I talk about different situations that I've been through in my life and how I overcame them. So I get very deep in that book.
Oh wow, that sounds like there should be some type of a show or miniseries or something one of these days.
Oh, I have some projects up my sleeve with that book, so just stay tuned.
Oh man, that'll work right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. So we was talking about the writing several books and things like that. I guess the money is going to be like in the courses and also in the coaching. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. So that's basically what I do is the coaching and the book publishing and helping people publish their books.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So we hang on one second. One moment. Yeah, there we go. So, Janine, before we go up out of here, since we are a car show, what was your first and favorite cars that you had when you was growing up, pretty much?
My first car was a Honda Civic. I think it was a 93 Honda Civic. It was a burgundy one. Loved it. And I don't know that I had a favorite car at that time.
All right.
But my favorite car right now is I want a BMW 2 Series M240.
Oh, that's that fast one too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those BMWs are pretty much the cars of the show as well. So last two questions that we have here. So what's the best way to market your books when you're a writer?
Honestly, social media is free, so why not utilize it? But right now, TikTok is also very huge. So making videos and on Reels and TikToks are a really good way to market yourself for free.
And last question: Do you view writing as a spiritual practice? Do you view it that way?
I do. For me, it is. I feel very connected when I write, and a lot of times, I don't even feel like I'm the one writing it. So, I do think it's very spiritual.
So it's pretty much like an out of body experience sometimes. Then you'd agree?
Yep, it is.
Oh, wow. So we pretty much at the end right now, Janine. What are your final thoughts and statements right now before we go?
My final thoughts is everyone has a story to share, so don't be afraid. And if you're interested, guys, just put yourself out there, be vulnerable, and share your story. Whether it's in a book form or a song form, whatever it is, do what's right for you.
All right, yeah. Janine, hang on for a couple minutes after this before we go. I want to thank everybody for watching the Ryder's Book Club with Mr. Old School Ryder, and also my special guest, author and coach, Janine Hernandez. If you want to reach out to her, reach out on her Instagram and Janine Hernandez _ at the end, and also a website of JanineHernandez.com, and also hit a link on the Instagram. It'll take you wherever you want to go.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, say right there. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching the Ryder's Book Club with Mr. Old School Ryder. One moment, please. Thank you.